Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. This review is for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 11 episode 13. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. So much went down in this episode and we're so close to the season finale, so let's just get right into this review. So unfortunately, at the very beginning of this episode, Jock and Kendra end up finding out that Jock's mom was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer, and I just felt like it was a really sad way to start off the episode, but I do feel like there's a lot of bad things happening right now when it comes to Jock and Kendra, and I feel like this is like the icing on the cake because not only is his mom diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer, and she stated that there's nothing they can really do but treat it, but also Kendra has her mother and her brother coming into town, and so not only do they have to deal with his mom having lung cancer, but they have to deal with having the big conversation with her mother and brother about what's going on in their relationship, because Kendra absolutely does not want her family to find out via social media or from the show. She wants them to hear it directly from her and Jock, and so I just feel like there's a lot of bad things happening when it comes to their relationship right now, and I hope that things look up for them because I don't think they're going to get a divorce from any of this drama that's going on, and so at some point they're going to have to let everything go and just work things out, because at the end of the day I can understand her being upset about this baby, but she also chose to get into a relationship with him and stay with him knowing that he was having a baby with somebody else. So I just feel like there's so much drama surrounding their relationship right now. There is so much drama going on this Las Vegas trip because Shekinah and Erica ended up getting into an almost physical altercation at the video shoot because of the fact that when Erica stated that she did not care about Safaree or what he does, Shekinah butted in and she stated that yes, Erica does care about what Safaree does and she does care about him. And even if that might be true, because we don't know if that's true or not, Erica might actually not care about anything that has to do with Safaree, and she might. I just felt like Shekinah sometimes is too blunt, and I feel like at that point in time she could have just kept her mouth shut and stayed out of Erica and Safaree's business, because that wasn't the first time that Shekinah had butted into their relationship issues, and so I just feel like, you know, Shekinah should have stayed out of it. But I also feel like Erica is taking out her anger that she has towards Safaree on everybody else, and I feel like she shouldn't be doing that, because at some point people are going to pull away from her because she's placing her anger in the wrong places, because her issue is with Safaree, it's not with everybody else. And I feel like if they would keep their business private, nobody, especially Shekinah, would be able to even say anything about their relationship because they wouldn't know anything about it. And so once you start inviting people into your business when it comes to your relationship or past relationship, they're going to say whatever they feel like they need to say regarding your relationship based off of what they know because of what you two put out there. And so I just felt like it was an unnecessary fight, but I also feel like Shekinah has to learn how to mind her business a little bit more because she's always in somebody else's business. Mama D does entirely too much because she ended up showing up to Shekinah's crying tour event, and she starts going on and on about Bambi and Scrappy's relationship and how she did not like how Scrappy disrespected her on the phone the other day because of the fact that she had went and told Shekinah that he told her that he wanted to get a divorce from Bambi, and then Shekinah went back and told Bambi this information, and so Scrappy and Bambi got into it pretty bad in the previous episode, and so that's the reason why Scrappy called up Mama D and cussed her out, because she did cause all of the drama because she can't keep anything to herself. And I felt like this crying tour was not the place for her to be running her son's business all through the event, because that's exactly what she was doing. And I also feel like she kind of blames Bambi for why her relationship with Scrappy is not the best right now, and I don't think that is Bambi's fault. I think it's Mama D's fault, because I feel like if she would stay out of their business and she would stop being so dramatic and start trying to get along with them, or at least be cordial with the two of them, or stop doing the online antics that she does to try to start trouble, I feel like she would have no issues with her son. And so I feel like she can't blame Bambi for that. She needs to blame herself, because even if she doesn't like Bambi and she doesn't like that he's married to her, she needs to respect their marriage, because at the end of the day, that's going to pull her further and further away from her son if she doesn't stop doing what she's doing. And at the same time, I see a lot of people shitting on Bambi all the time, talking about how she was his side chick at one point, and it's like, who cares if she was his side chick at one point? Okay, because that makes Scrappy look bad too if she was, but at the end of the day right now, she's his wife and the mother of his children, and so I feel like his mother needs to respect his marriage and stay out of their business. That's what happens when you're overly involved in somebody else's relationship. It ends up causing trouble and it ends up turning around on you. I really didn't like during this crying tour event that Shekinah kind of shined a light on Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage, because everybody kind of glorifies them because of the fact that they've been together for like 22 years. And I don't feel like that's an accomplishment or that's something to brag about when you've dealt with so much infidelity and so much bullshit within the relationship, because I'm not saying that stuff like that doesn't happen, but it shows that Rasheeda has a lack of respect for herself, that she would stay with a man who put her through all this bullshit. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like they're trying to change the way that we see Kirk and Rasheeda's relationship, when we didn't forget all the shit that went down between the two of them. And I'm pretty sure there's a bunch more that happened with their relationship that we don't even know about. And so I just don't feel like people should be shining a light on them just because they've been together for like 22 years. Because at the end of the day, it just shows that she put up with a bunch of bullshit just to keep her marriage together. And that's not something that I'm willing to do. And honestly, I don't think that any woman should be willing to do that, to put up with all that bullshit, all that cheating, all that lying, and all that drama just to keep your marriage together and say that you guys stuck through everything. Because that's not something you should want to do. You shouldn't want to be miserable for 20 something years and then all of a sudden at the end, when you guys are getting older, now everything's calm and everything's good between the two of you. Like, to each its own. If that's what Rasheeda wanted to do, that's fine. That's their marriage. That's how they handle it. But if it was me, I would not be able to do it, and I definitely would not be bragging about it. In the middle of this crying tour event, Safaree ends up walking in with this new girl that he's in a relationship with, or that he's just seeing, and her name is Kimbella, and they ended up walking in together, and everybody felt uncomfortable because everybody is friends with Erica, who was there. And that's why I feel like Safaree was being messy when he brought Kimbella to this event, because he knows that those are all Erica's friends, and I feel like he did that shit on purpose because he wanted to stir up some drama. And so Shekinah ended up calling him out for it right in the middle of the crying tour, and I feel like she should have just ignored him. I feel like he wanted attention, and I feel like she gave him exactly what he wanted. And so I feel like it would have been better if she didn't say anything at all. Now, at some point during this little crying tour, Kimbella tried to go shake hands with everybody that was there, and Shekinah did turn her down. She told her that she could not shake her hand out of respect for Erica. And so I just felt like it was a really awkward and uncomfortable situation. And I feel like, he was yelling about how he wanted to be happy and that he should be able to bring somebody out if he wants to. And that's true. He should be able to move on. He should be able to take out whatever woman that he wants to. But to bring her to an event where Erica's friends are is messy. Like, I just feel like it's really, really messy. But I also feel like a lot of, Erica's friends, they have to butt out of her business, because I feel like they're making things worse than what they need to be. And I feel like that's a lot of the times what they've been doing. And that's the reason why, Erica kind of went off on Shekinah in the previous episode, is because she feels like everybody is getting too involved in her business and they're telling a little bit too much. And I just feel like they need to stay out of it a little bit. This is why a lot of people do not like Carly, because she's really, really messy. Because not only did she cause a bunch of drama at this damn video shoot because she invited everybody there purposely who she knew did not like each other, but now she's sending a chef over to Bambi and Sierra's house to set up a pool party because she wants everybody who was at the video shoot to gather together at this pool party to work out their differences. And we know that Carly does not want everybody to work out their differences. She just knows that she wants drama, and she knows that if she invites all these women and all these men there at the same time, she knows that there's going to be some drama that takes place. And so Sierra and Bambi are kind of looking at Carly sideways because they know that she's up to no good. They know that she's being really messy, and they really don't want any parts of the party. Now, Mimi ends up showing up, and she tells Bambi and Sierra that Safaree ended up bringing a guest to Shekinah's crying tour, and it was that Erica Mena lookalike. And listen, I feel like the girl does look very similar to Erica. He definitely has a type, but I do feel like they're making it a bigger deal than it needs to be, because we haven't even seen Erica in this entire episode and everybody's talking about it just to go run back and tell Erica exactly what went on. And I feel like that's not really what Erica needs right now. If the two of them are in the process of getting a divorce and it's pretty much finalized, I feel like they should just drop the situation. Although I do think that it was disrespectful for Safaree to bring this girl to an event that had all Erica's friends there. I feel like Safaree does a lot of things for attention. He probably doesn't even really like this girl that he's parading around, because I just saw recently on Instagram him talking about how that's not even his girlfriend. That's just somebody that he's hanging out with. And so I just feel like he does what he does because he wants attention, and they're giving him exactly what he wants. Jock and Kendra were advised by their marriage counselor that the two of them should do more couple things together, and so they decide to go to this dance class, and they seem to be having a good time, and it seems like they really want to work things out and get their marriage on track. And so Kendra ends up pulling Jock aside after the dance class is over, and she lets him know that her mother and brother will be coming into town in a couple of days, and she really wants him to tell her mother and her brother exactly what's going on about this whole Mita situation and about this baby that he has on the way, that he got this woman pregnant while the two of them were on a break. And so she really wants him to let them know this information because she doesn't want them to find out via social media or the TV show. And so I feel like it's not bad what she's trying to do, because I feel like she feels she has no support and she wants her family to know about it so that she can have them to have her back and support her through the whole thing. But I also can understand kind of where Jock is coming from, where he doesn't really want to put their business out there anymore. He doesn't really want to include more people in their relationship business because they have a lot of drama as it is with the two of them. But he also needs to take accountability because he's the reason for all the drama that they have in their relationship. He had no business getting another woman pregnant, even if they were on a break, if he knew that he was going to go running right back to Kendra, although she should have not accepted him back into her life when she found out that he got another woman pregnant, if she knew that it was going to cause all this drama in their relationship and that she wasn't going to be able to move forward. But at the same time, he also needs to take accountability for the whole Mita situation as well, because whether he slept with this woman or not, at the same time that he was with Kendra, he was obviously talking to this woman while he was talking to Kendra, and that's the reason why she felt so comfortable to come out and disrespect their marriage, because he was disrespecting it. And so if you're not respecting your wife or your girlfriend, other people are not going to respect her either because you're not doing it. And so I feel like they have a lot of shit they need to get together, because they just got married and it seems like they've been married for a really long time and have all this drama. You would think they would be in the honeymoon stage. Scrappy ends up showing up to the pool party to have a conversation with Bambi, where he takes full accountability for everything that went down at the video shoot in the previous episode, because if you watched it, you know that they got into a pretty heated argument to where everybody was looking at them like, did he really say he wanted to get a divorce? Because it's kind of seeming like it the way that they're fighting right now. And so he did apologize for that, and he also told her that he did get on the phone and say some things to his mom that he shouldn't have said, but he did deny that he said that he wanted to get a divorce from Bambi. And so I guess we'll really never know if he said that or not, because we don't know who's telling the truth. We don't know if Scrappy's telling the truth about it or if Mama D is telling the truth about it. And so I guess that's something that we'll never find out. But I do feel like the two of them communicate well when they keep Mama D out of their business. And so I feel like going forward, that's what they need to do, keep her out of their business. If she wants to be involved with the kids, that's fine. But as far as their marriage and their relationship and what goes on within it, I feel like they need to keep her out of that. Unfortunately, I feel like the drama with all of them is going to continue in the next season of the show, because I feel like Mama D is too set in her ways to change. I felt like during this pool party that Bambi was being a little bit too hard on Shekinah, because she basically was trying to tell Shekinah that she should have kicked the girl Kimbella out of her event, and I felt like that's not necessary. I feel like she didn't have to kick the girl out because she doesn't have issues with the girl. She doesn't even know her. I feel like Shekinah did her part by telling the girl she wasn't going to shake her hand because of the fact that she has loyalty to Erica, but I feel like that's all she needed to do. I don't feel like she needed to tell the girl, get out of my event. Like, it's a crying tour. You're not going to kick somebody out of it. And so I just felt like, Bambi was asking too much of Shekinah, especially after the way that Erica acted towards her in the previous episode. I don't know why she would expect her to kick the girl out, but I just feel like Bambi gets too emotionally involved in her friends' relationships, and I feel like she takes some of the troubles that she has in her own relationship and she brings it into other people's, because it seems like she's always a little bit too involved in her friends' relationships. And Erica and Safaree are not even together no more, but I feel like Safaree walked into this pool party and he stirred up a bunch of drama, because he started talking about how Erica wants child support and how he wants 50-50 custody, and how Erica wants full custody because of the fact that she's with the kids more than he is. And everybody was there, Shekinah and everybody, telling him that he needs to help Erica out because she's really stressed out. And, he tried to say that the reason why he really doesn't come around for his kids is because he doesn't want to be watched over while he has his kids. He doesn't want people telling him what to do when it comes comes to his children. And so I feel like he needs to stop being childish, though. I feel like he needs to go see his kids. I feel like he needs to help Erica out more. If he is or if he isn't, we don't know about that. But from what Erica posts on social media, it seems like he really doesn't help her out, and he's more worried about chasing women than being with his children. And so that's really unfortunate. And I feel like what Shekinah was saying to him was some real shit. He does need to stop playing with women's emotions, not just Erica's, but women in general. Stop playing with people's heads. If you're not taking them seriously and you don't want to be in a relationship and you just want to fool around with different people, stop getting into these relationships with these women and hurting them like that. And so I feel like Shekinah did say some real shit to him, but I do feel like everybody kind of needs to stay out of their business, because I feel like they're making it a lot worse for Erica than they think they are. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.